All right, Frank, thank you. Some young girls battling illness have spent most, if not all, of their summer indoors. So a local group is bringing some outdoor fun to them. And some waste management employees are accused of stealing garbage cans, and the owner got it all on camera. The news at 6 starts right now.
Live and local with coverage you can count on. This is WNEM TV5 News at 6.
A local man is demanding answers after his surveillance camera caught what appears to be 2 sticky-fingered garbage men swiping his trash cans. John Payne says this video was captured at his business along M20, showing the garbage men empty his trash containers, put them into the back of the truck, and drive away. But Waste Management insists this whole thing is one big misunderstanding. TV5's Ashlyn Hill is getting both sides of this story tonight.
I got upset.
John Payne says he couldn't hold his anger back after watching a surveillance video of what appears to be waste management workers taking his garbage bins. Payne posted this video to Facebook, where you can see a waste management truck pull up, empty the trash cans, and then proceed to place the cans in the back of the truck and leave. Payne says he contacted Waste Management right away.
Gave her my address, my zip code, what city, what township, and what I got was, well, nobody has picked up your trash because I'm not on a list.
By list, he means service route, so Payne says he contacted township officials.
We called Waste Management 2 times to get put on the list because the trash pickup's taken out of the taxes on the property on this corner. And the township supervisor had called them and he said, there, you're all set.
Payne tells me he owns 3 properties here in Greendale Township, but he's been having issues here with Waste Management since May.
But Waste Management tells a different story. We spoke with spokesperson Tom Horton, who says this is a huge misunderstanding.
I think what we have here is a classic situation where a customer had an issue happen, reached out to us, but before reaching out to us and before we were able to make contact with one another, there was confusion about what had occurred.
Horton says this is a commercial property and they do not have any commercial service routes in the township, which explains why Payne has not been getting his trash picked up.
So we don't even provide that kind of service under our existing contract there. So that's why, when someone says they haven't been picked up, they would not be picked up.
In Midland County, Ashlyn Hill, WNEM TV5.
Waste Management says John Payne will be receiving 2 replacement garbage bins tomorrow. A return of summer with sunny and warm conditions around mid-Michigan as we look live over Flint and Bay City. Could we see a repeat performance tomorrow? Let's find out from Chief Meteorologist Brian Bachman with a closer look at our forecast. Hi, Brian.
Hi there, David. That is certainly the hope. Beautiful days like this with sunshine, comfortably warm temps. We'd like to see those keep going naturally. And, well, as we take a live look out over Saginaw Bay tonight, you can see at least one good way to enjoy this beautiful weather. Some folks heading out onto Saginaw Bay. A lot of boat traffic heading out onto the open waters tonight. That's going to be a beautiful place to be. You can see some distant, low-level cumulus clouds out there in the distance, but you don't want to entirely let your guard down. Here's exactly why. Your First Warn 5 Sky Tracker. While the overwhelming majority of mid-Michigan is dry, we do have a decaying thunderstorm set up right over central Gladwin County right now. The little bit of rain that does remain with this weakening system just now east of you in the Gladwin area. You might get a couple of light sprinkles in places like Clement and in the Grimm area, maybe even about as far east as Standish, Sterling, and Alger over about the next half hour to 45 minutes. But that's essentially the lone renegade we have in the mid-Michigan skies as it stands right now, but just serves as a warning to at least keep a watchful eye on the skies, as we could still stir up a couple more isolated storms as the evening goes on. And with temps like these, it's easy to see why, for as comfortable as they are. 82 in Flint and Fenton right now, 81 Flushing and Swartz Creek, 83 in Owasso, low 80s all across all 3 of the Tri-Cities, and in fact, those low 80s pretty common across most of mid-Michigan this evening. If not, some upper 70s. So if you're headed out to Back to the Bricks, tune-up week continuing tonight. The party moves to the Linden area through the rest of the evening. Again, slim chance of that pop-up storm straying through, but outside of that, partly cloudy skies and temps working their way down into the 70s. We'll take a sneak peek at the weekend forecast coming up in just a little bit.
All right, Brian, thank you. The kickoff of Back to the Bricks is just days away, and tune-up week activities are roaring in the city of Linden right now. And that's where TV5's Cameron Riddle is checking out tons of classic cars at the downtown farmers market. Hi, Cameron.
Back to Bricks merchandising tent.
Hey, good evening. We're out here at Linden for Tune-Up Week as we get ready for Back to the Bricks, and we are seeing plenty of beautiful cars that we've been showing you tonight. Let me show you another one. This 1993 right here. The owner, this gentleman here, Al Pickett. Al, tell me about this beautiful ruby red car.
I will. It's a 1993 C4. It's a 40th anniversary edition. And the only car that's ruby red metallic as this is the 40th anniversary. This one's got a 6-speed in it and just turned 31,000 miles on it.
What's so special about the 40th anniversary edition?
Well, I think mainly because of the color. Only the 40th anniversary is this color, and they made, I don't know, 21,000 93s, and only 6,500 of them are 6 speeds, 40th anniversary. So it makes it kind of special, and it's mine.
Well, that and also the seats in it are in mint condition.
Yeah, that was one of the reasons when I bought it. The first thing I noticed was the interior was absolutely beautiful, and so I stepped back and I told the guy, I said, well, that's kind of a nice looking car. He said, well, it's only got 21,000 miles on it. I said, well, let's take it for a drive, and I never went back.
And it's looking good out here.
Yes, sir. I keep it up.
It is looking beautiful out here on Broad Street. You've got until around 8 o'clock tonight to come out here and see it, and along with the other 200 some odd cars that are along the street. In Linden, Cameron Riddle, TV5 News.
Lovely said, and it's mine. Cameron, thank you. Stay with TV5 for Tune-Up Week events all week long, heading into next week's celebration. It's coverage you can count on. And don't forget to send us snapshots of your favorite cars during Back to the Bricks and Tune-Up Week. Email us your photos or post them to our Facebook page. Help has returned to mid-Michigan for flood victims still combing through the damage left behind by the massive flooding in June. Teams from the Federal Emergency Management Agency, or FEMA, are back in the area assessing the damage and helping families get the disaster assistance they need. TV5's James Felton caught up with one of those teams in Midland County today.
It's nice to know that there are a lot of people that care and the government is coming through on some promises.
Ted Kudik is glad to see FEMA here. He lives at the Alpine Village Mobile Home Park, the area hit hard by floodwaters in June. Representatives from FEMA are going door to door, making sure residents know they are eligible for federal aid.
It's been a little rough, but hopefully things are going to get a quantum leap better very shortly.
People affected by floodwaters that hit Midland, Gladwin Bay, and Isabella counties could receive money for emergency needs not covered by their insurance. Jackie Snyder is glad to know help is on the way.
It's just been very depressing around here when things start picking up and floating by your house. It was terrible, some of the people the stuff that's coming out of those houses.
If you haven't registered with FEMA yet in person or over the phone, odds are a representative will be knocking at your door. And when they do, make sure to ask them for official ID before giving out any personal information.
A FEMA shirt and a hat by itself is not identification. It's a picture ID like I'm wearing here that shows that you are an authorized FEMA representative.
FEMA spokesperson Nate Custer saw the damage firsthand when he visited the area last month. He's glad he can help with recovery efforts.
These people who have no insurance or are underinsured can get some help from FEMA with getting back on their feet.
For his part, Kudik says the last month and a half has been tough, but he thinks that will change now.
Hopefully things have taken a turn for the better.
Reporting in Midland County, James Felton, WNEM TV5.
Meantime, FEMA has officially opened the doors of its Disaster Recovery Center in Midland today. The center at Carpenter Street School near downtown will assist flood victims with the process of registering for federal disaster assistance.
And once you're registered, if you're having any kind of problems, issues, questions, you need to deal with someone in person, maybe for documentation reasons, anything like that, where you need to work with somebody in person, we'll have people here doing that here in this Disaster Recovery Center.
The Disaster Center will be open Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. It's closed on Sundays. You can also register with FEMA online or by phone. You'll find more information in the article on the homepage of WNEM.com. A mid-Michigan fire station got a congressional visit this afternoon. Congressman Dan Kildee shook hands with the firefighters who were hired in part due to his work on Capitol Hill. And for the latest headlines, Facebook Lives from our reporters in the field and up-to-the-minute weather information, remember to like us on Facebook. You're watching TV5 News at 6, serving Swartz Creek, Standish, Saginaw Township, and your hometown too. It's coverage you can count on.